Dear students, the last class explained that the concept of the first chapter, introductions of the microeconomics. In today, I start with the second chapter, the theory of consumer behavior. In this chapter, included with some sub-units or sub-concepts. The first of all, what is the theory of the consumer behavior? The theory of the consumer behavior studies how consumers spend their income. The theory of the consumer behavior studies how consumers spend their income to attain maximum satisfaction or utility. In second chapter, the theory of the consumer behavior, what is the introductions of that theory of the consumer behavior. In previous chapter to explain that the entire concept to the microeconomics. In this chapter, how to the consumer behavior to the changes. How to get consumer satisfaction. And each and every consumer to consume our own goods or our own satisfactions or each and every consumer to purchase of the any one commodity. All consumers do not have or they do not buy the same goods or the same quantity. Suppose in front of that a number of the consumers is there. Each consumer or each purchaser's intention or opinion is the different, or each and every person's the taste and the preferences also the difference. All consumers do not buy or purchase same units or same quantity of the goods and same goods. Consumer makes the decisions of that consumer see the changes for that every day or every time to time or the day to day. The theory of the consumer behavior studies how consumers spend. The theory of the consumer behavior to studies how consumer to spend their income, our own income. How consumer to spend their own income or their income to attain the maximum satisfaction or large satisfaction or utility. Each and every consumer to decide and each and every purchaser or a buyer to decide by the purchasing of the units or purchasing of that commodity on the basis of that or on the basis of the fulfillment of that satisfaction, the maximizations of the satisfaction or utilities. In each and every consumer's income. In each and every consumer's, the limited income and the prices of the goods are the various, or the prices of the goods are to be different. The limited income and the prices of the various goods, the restricted the maximum or utility maximization behavior of the consumer. Then the consumer's income have to be limited income, and consumers income also limited, and the prices of the commodities are different, not to the one commodity price to the same to the another one commodity. On the basis of the quantity wise price decided, as well as the quality wise price also decided. The limited income and the price of the various goods restricted the utility maximizations behavior of the consumer. Consumer or a buyer. Consumer compared to the different bundles of the goods. In a market or in front of that number of the goods is there, the consumer to compare with the different bundles of the goods and the price of the goods bundles with their given income. Suppose each and every consumer to decided by the purchasing of the goods on the basis of our income basis, and comparison between compared to the different bundles of the goods and the prices of the goods on the basis of the price and on the basis of the income. Consumer compared to that decide, or the consumer compare the different bundles of the goods and the prices of the goods in the bundles with their income or in their our own income base. In addition, the theory of the consumer behavior. The theory of the consumer behavior explain that the two types or two theories. Then one thing is utility theory and another thing is preference theory. The theory of the consumer behavior to studies or explains how the consumers spend their income. In our income, to spend their income to attain the maximum satisfactions of the or maximum satisfaction or maximum utility or fulfillment of our satisfaction or wants. The theory of the consumer behavior, it studies, or the theory of the, in addition to that can determine the bundle that the maximum satisfaction, then how to get consumer to earning of that maximum satisfaction. The study of that in consumer behavior, it may be classified into the two theories, the two type of the theories. The first type of the theory is the utility theory, and second one is the preference theory. First of all, the very important concept in utility theory and preference theory. First one is utility theory. What is the meaning of that utility, and who introduced by that utility analysis, or who are the first introduced by the utility analysis? First concept, utility theory. ತುಷ್ಟಿ ಗುಣ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ. The eminent economists such as Jevons, Walras and Mincher. The eminent economist, the first introduced by the eminent economic during the time of the 19th century. During the time of the 19th century, the eminent economists such as the Jevons, Walras and Mincher, developed by the utility analysis or utility theory. The first introduced by the utility analysis during the time of the 19th century, the Jevons, Walras and Mincher. But in real credit for its present developed by welfare economists, or the real credit goes on the welfare economists like in Alfred Marshall and E.C. Figo. The utility analysis or utility concept first introduced by the eminent economist during the time of that 19th century. Jevons, walrus and mincher, corn mincher. After the 19th century, the real credit goes on, or real credit goes to the welfare economist Professor Alfred Marshall and to the A.C. Pigou. Dear students, in utility analysis, who introduced by that utility analysis? Why economists introduced by that utility analysis? Why economists introduced by the indifference preference theory? I already explained that thing, the concept like that. Consumer behavior. In each and every consumer's behavior or attitude also to the different to the one person to the another one person. And each and every consumer's taste and preferences also to the different to the one person to the another one person, one place to the another one place, one country to the region wise differences and state wise differences as well as to the country wise and national wise differences. Each and every person's the satisfaction, how to they fulfill our wants. Each and every consumer's wants is different. Wants is unlimited and resources also limited. That is one thing of the economic problems, the basic problems of an economy. The wants like what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Then there is a total entire concept like economic problems. But in consumer behavior, on the base of the consumer side, the consumer's wants is unlimited. But one person's wants is different to the another one person's. How to the fulfillment of that our wants? How to they fulfill? So suppose in consumer to decide by the consumers out there some proportions of that income is there. That income to spend, how to the fulfillment of that our wants? That's how to the fulfillment of our satisfaction. Then the consumer behavior or the consumer behavior to the utility analysis. One theory is utility analysis, another theory is indifference preference theory. Indifference ಔದಾಸೀನ್ಯ ವಕ್ರರೇಖಾ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಒಂದು ತುಷ್ಟೀಗುಣ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಏನು ತುಷ್ಟೀಗುಣ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಯಾರು? ತುಷ್ಟೀಗುಣ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ. During the time of the 19th century, professor or in the 19th century, the first developed by the Jevons, walrus and mincher, and next the present developed. Our real credit goes on. Our real credit goes to the welfare economist Professor Alfred Marshall and A.C. Pigou. Then now I explain that what is the utility. We consume goods and services. Suppose our own satisfaction, we consume goods and services for the satisfaction of our wants. I am consuming the goods. You also consuming the goods. We consume goods and services for the satisfaction. We consuming the goods and services for the satisfaction of our wants, to fulfillment of our wants. It means goods and services have the capacity or power to satisfy our wants or serve the human purpose. We consuming the goods or we consuming the services for the satisfaction of our wants. We consuming the goods and the services for satisfaction of our wants. It means goods and services. You are consuming of the goods and services have the capacity or power We consuming the goods and services. This consuming the goods and services, the capacity or power to satisfy our wants or serve the human purposes. It is one more main theme of this utility analysis. Each and every consumers, each and every human purposes or human purposes, each and every human purposes main intention is to the consuming of the goods onto the fulfillment of our wants and the fulfillment of our satisfaction. It is a common feature or the common feature, common characteristics of the all goods and services to fulfillment of the satisfaction or fulfillment of the utility. It is a common features of the after the purchasing of the goods and services. We consuming the goods or we servicing we consuming the goods or services to the fulfill or the services for the satisfaction of our wants. This is it is a capacity or power of the our wants or serving of the human purpose. The capacity or power, the goods capacity or goods or the services also to the fulfillment of our wants or satisfaction. This is one type of that situations or the it is a main or the common feature or characteristics of all goods and services. Anything to the that satisfy the human wants possesses like utility. That is why we use food. You also purchasing of that food. One more question arises: why we use food? Why we use clothes? Why we use pen or watch or some other things? Each and every consumers have one more question or a doubtful questions. Why purchasing of that in one new dress materials in that new year? There is one more question. Example like it is the time of the attending birthday celebrations. That time you also purchase one new type, new branded and heavy or costly dress material have to purchase. Why? The main intention is our own wants or our own wants and fulfillment of their wants. Now, what is the meaning of that utility? Or a very important question in 2 mark question as well as the 1 mark question. What is the utility? Utility means the wants satisfying power of a commodity or a service. Wants satisfying power of a commodity or services is called as the utility. We purchasing the food or we use food or we use suppose in a paper or we use watch or we use cloth materials on the basis of the fulfillment of our wants. Wants satisfying the power of a commodity. This is called as the utility analysis of utilities. Utility means wants satisfying power. It is a power, the purchasing of the goods and services, the consuming of the goods and services on the basis of it is a power or the fulfillment power or capacity of our wants, fulfillment of our satisfying the power or satisfying our wants, fulfillment of our wants. Then next, utility analysis are the differences between the utility and the satisfaction. utility and satisfaction. Once satisfying the power of a commodity is called as the utility. What are the differences between the utility and the satisfaction? First of all, utility and satisfaction is the two concepts in economics, like utility and satisfaction. The two concepts is the meaning also different. The term utility should be, or the term utility differentiated from satisfaction. A consumer gets the satisfaction only after the consumption. The satisfaction is a consumer to fulfillment of our wants, a consumer to fulfill our wants, or a consumer to get the satisfaction after the consumption. When consumer to purchase and consumer to use after to the fulfillment of that satisfaction. After the fulfill, like consumer to get the satisfaction. On before the consumer to consumption, a consumer to gets the utility. A consumer to get the utility is calculation on before the consumption. That is wants. Wants is a utility. Consumption is the calculations is utility is expected the satisfaction, or the on before the consumption is utility and after the consumption is satisfaction. There is small differences on before the consumption. ಅನುಭೋಗಿಯು ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಸೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತುಷ್ಟಿ ಗುಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು. Utility is calculations of the wants satisfying the power of a commodity or particular commodity on before the consumption. Wants satisfying power of a commodity on before the consumption. And the satisfaction is after the consumption, fulfillment of the after the consumption. Next, second differences is first one is on before the consumption is utility. After the consumption, to get the consumer after the consumption. Consumer to get the satisfaction. To fulfillment of our wants, that is the satisfaction. And second differences like utility should not be confused with the usefulness. It should not confused with the usefulness, or utility should not confused with that usefulness. A commodity may satisfy a human want, but may not be useful. A commodity may satisfy a wants, but may not be useful. It may be harmful or injurious. For example, in alcohol or liquor, not a useful commodity. Alcohol, for example, like in alcohol or liquor, it should not have a useful commodity, but it satisfy only by the want of the drunkard. satisfy the wants of a drunkard. Satisfy the wants of a drunkard. And next, third one is utility should not be confused with the usefulness. And the third one is the concept of the utility does not speak anything about morality. Utility does not. What are the differences of the utility and satisfaction? And second one is another thing is the features of the utility. The first one is utility and satisfaction is different. On the before the utility is on the before the consumption is utility, and after the consumption is satisfaction. And second features or second characteristics is utility should not be confused with the usefulness. Utility should not be. The second features or the second characteristics of the utility analysis. Utility should not be confused with the usefulness. A commodity may be satisfied. A commodity may be satisfied. The first one is utility and satisfaction differences, and second one is should not be usefulness, and third one is concept or third features like the concept of utility does not speak anything about the morality. It is ethically neutral or ethical value neutral. Next features of the utility analysis. The utility is a subjective concept. It is a subjective concept. A consumer knows, or the consumer is. It depends on the thinking. It depends on his thinking. It varies from the individual to the individual. It is a subjective concept. On the basis of it is subjective. Utility is a subjective concept. It is based on the individual to the individual, or different time to time, or the different places. One place to another place is also different. It is a subjective concept. These are the various features of the utility analysis. Or features. The first features is features of the utility analysis. The first one is features like. The first one is utility and satisfaction is different. And second one is utility and satisfaction is different. And second one is utility should not be usefulness. Utility should not be confused with usefulness. Utility should not be utility should not be confused with usefulness. And third one is the concept of utility does not speak anything about. Utility does not speak anything about ethical morality or about morality or the moral values. And the fourth one is utility is a subjective concept. Utility is a subjective concept. Utility and satisfaction. Suppose sometimes question arises like one more questions. The differences between utility and satisfaction. The differences like utility is once after the consumption is satisfaction, or before the consumption is the satisfaction. Before the consumption is utility, and after the consumption to get the satisfaction. Then second features like utility should not be confused with the usefulness. And third one is utility does not speak anything about the morality. It is ethical. It is ethically neutral. It is a neutral concept. the fifth, fourth one is utility should be, or the utility concept, or the utility is a subject concept. It is different from the place to place and time to time. The next utility, the measurement of the utility. Measurement of utility. How to measure by that utility? Measurement of utility. Measurement of the utility. Utility is a subjective concept. I already told that utility is a subjective concept, that is person to person different and place to place as well as to the time to time and region wise difference. Utility is a subjective concept and according to the Alfred Marshall can be measured objectively in terms of the prices. Utility is a subjective concept. Welfare economist Professor Alfred Marshall today explained that objectively in terms of that prices, the price that a consumer is willing to pay a particular point of time and particular commodity to shows that the utility. It is Professor Alfred Marshall explained that the utility analysis on the base of the objective in price basis, price willing to pay and ability to pay, or willing to pay the particular point of time and particular commodity. This for shows its utility. For example, a person willing to pay 10 rupees for a cup of tea or coffee, it can say the person's expecting utility equal to the 10 for cup of coffee. Consumer purchase one glass or one cup of tea or coffee, but consumer to pay by the 10 rupees of that price of that coffee, but consumer to pay for the 10 rupees of the cup of coffee or tea. Then Professor Alfred Marshall to say that the person expecting the utility equal to the person's expecting the utility equal to the rupees 10 from the cup of a coffee. We cannot, utility cannot use money to compare we cannot use money to compare the utility that two persons to get from the commodity. Rich man may be willing to pay 10 rupees a cup of coffee, and a poor man or may be willing to pay the only 5 rupees a cup of coffee. Does not mean about the person paying a higher price commodity derives higher utility than the persons prepared to give. So not to compare with that in higher income people, high utility and lower. That is the comparison between on the base of that price. Not to the money. Money concept cannot be incurred incurred like that in utility basis, or the suppose higher people or rich man or compare with the money cannot, or cannot use money to compare the utility. Compare that utility that two person to get from the commodity. Suppose for example, rich people have the easily to pay by the 10 rupees of that a cup of tea, or poor people do not have the pay of the 10 rupees, but it is capacity to pay like 5 rupees, not to the 10 rupees the higher utility and 5 rupees not less utility. That is the one thing of that price basis, like that each and every consumers or person to prepare less for the second persons. It is one thing of the example, like in measuring of the utility. Professor Alfred Marshall to explain on the basis of the utility. One thing is features like the utility is a subjective concept. It cannot be. It is a difference from the place to place, individual to the individual, and another one person to the person. But next, Alfred Marshall to the measure like the utility on the basis of the price basis on objective concepts. Objective, then how to the objective on the basis of the each and every commodity, the price basis can be calculated by the utility analysis. In the price paid for a commodity does not measure the utility of a commodity, but reflect only richness, or suppose in rich people to capacity to 10 rupees easily to the pay, and poor people pay to the 5 rupees and not to the pay to the 10 rupees. That is on the base of the income background. but each and these price basis for a commodity does not measure the utility of a commodity but reflect only richness. So interpersonal comparison of the utility becomes impossible. Interpersonal, that is interpersonal does not to the measuring of that utility, or does not to the, it is impossible. Then suppose utility concept on the basis of the measuring on the basis of utility analysis, measurement of the utility on the basis of the objective concept. Then now I explained that the concept. Now the concept, another one concept is classifications is utility like cardinal utility and cardinal approach. The two type of the approach is that one thing the cardinal utility approach and ordinal utility approach. I will explain the cardinal utility approach and ordinal utility approach in next session. Thank you.